Hello, my name is Enrique Rangel, and I am the CEO and founder of MyMedLeads.com, a service that helps doctors convert more leads into patients. And what I would like to do before I get started is really define what we mean by leads. A lead, as the way we define it, is basically any potential patient or prospect that comes to your site or calls your office because they see an ad in a magazine or on TV, even somebody that is referred by somebody else. And what we've noticed is that a lot of doctors don't know this, but there are a ton of leads that call into your practice every day or every week and never really convert into a patient. And there are a lot of things you can do about that. And what we've seen is that most doctors aren't really doing anything about it. And so what I would like to do is talk real briefly about MyMedLeads. This presentation will probably be about three minutes long. And after this, we also have a series of other presentations that'll show you exactly how our tool works. First, I would like to talk a little bit about getting internet leads and some of the problems that most doctors face. And one of the things that we found through our studies is that most doctors have not properly equipped their staff with the tools that they need to be able to manage leads. In fact, typically what a doctor does is that they get somebody working at the front desk. They'll train them on how to answer the phone. They give them an email, and then it's up to the receptionist or patient coordinator to manage these leads through their inbox. And there's a lot of reasons why you don't want that to be the case. Number one, a lot of the leads don't ever even get to you. They get blocked for spam. Number two is that it's really difficult to track how long it's taking your staff to call leads. So you don't really know the lead response time because you have no way to track that or manage it. There's a lot of studies out there right now that show that if you don't call internet leads, now this is specific to internet, if you don't call internet leads within 7 to 10 minutes after they came in, the chances of being able to convert that lead into a patient diminish by about 70%. So you want to make sure that the leads are being called quick. You also, through an inbox, you can't really set reminders, and you can't write notes on these leads. So if you call someone, you can't remind yourself that you've talked to them, or if they want you to call them back, you can't. There's no way to do that. You also can't track history on a potential patient through your inbox. And if you once you have that lead and you want to put it into something else, there's manual entry, which typically causes or opens the door for errors, human errors. We also can't track the lead source. If you get leads from two directory sites that you're listed on, from your website, from an ad that you run on TV, there's no real way to track, which means that at the end of the month you won't know your ROI. You won't know what marketing sources are working and which ones aren't. Lastly, you can't really track your receptionist performance. If you would like to know, if you have 2 or 3 people answering the phones and you want to know who's the most effective or who calls the leads faster, there's no way to really track it through this system. The way MyMedLeads is structured, there's really 4 phases that make up MyMedLeads. What happens with MyMedLeads is we have a portion that is lead management. And basically what this means is that all of the leads that come in from any source that is web-based would come directly into our software. If a customer was to call, or a potential customer was to call you and wants information or pricing, they could that lead can be entered manually into our tool. Our tool is web-based, so your reps can work from their office or your office, but they can also if they have an iPhone or a BlackBerry, they can get leads on BlackBerry and iPhone, or they can call a lead, let's say on a weekend at home, if you choose to set up weekends. The next part of MyMedLeads is our lead nurturing, which is there's all these studies that show that a lead has to be contacted 5 times before they schedule. Like again, if you're dealing with email, it's impossible to do that. Through our tool, the leads are brought up in front of your staff so that every lead gets called approximately 5 times. We also have accountability, so you can track who is calling the leads, how fast they're calling them, and there's really no getting around the system. The system will always track how long it took for a lead to be called after the lead was posted onto our tool. And finally, the most important to you will be that we can track ROI. So at any time, you can go in and look at a report, which we call the doctor's dashboard, and be able to see exactly how long it's taking. I'm sorry, what kind of conversion rate you're getting from different leads that are coming in, and what kind of volume you're getting. So now I would like to discuss a little bit about our MyMedLeads methodology. And this is basically our formula for success. We keep it as simple as possible. Number one, one of the things that we ask from your staff is that they call leads as soon as they arrive. There's a lot of studies out there that point to 8 minutes, preferably 5, but the study that we have here is that within 8 minutes, if you call a lead, your chances of being able to convert that into a patient increase by 73% versus a lead that you call 35 minutes later. So it's important that leads are called as soon as they get in. Number two is that you try to get capture information on every single prospect that calls in, or every prospect that sends you a request online. It's important that you're always collecting emails and names so that you can market to those people later. And finally, once you have this list, this growing list of prospects in your database, you want to be able to send out email campaigns as often as you can, even if you just do it once a month. If your staff doesn't have time to do it, there are some great services out there that we work with that allow you to be able to do this. So now that we've explained MyMedLeads, what I would like to do is briefly just show the tool. I'm not going to spend much time on this because we have different videos for that. But what I would like to do is log in and just show basically what our first page looks like. Typically, the system has a few sections. This section is the part that is used most often by the reps. In fact, that's really all that they have to use, everything that's on the left column. This is where they view leads, where they enter leads manually, where they view a calendar to look at all the consultations that they've scheduled, where they change the status after patients were supposed to come into the office for a consultation. You can go in there and set up the ones that showed up and didn't show up. And then here you can view customer feedback from the emails that are being sent out to them. You can set up email campaigns, and then at the bottom is their to-do list, which is where they end up doing all the work. I'm going to leave anything else for another demo. I don't want to get too much into detail, but please look us up at mymedleads.com if you have any questions, and we hope that that this helped you in your decision making.